For a couple that barely acknowledges each other publicly, Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet somehow dominate celebrity gossip. No red carpets, no Instagram posts, just blurry paparazzi shots, unnamed sources, and a feeling that something isn't quite stable. Now, a familiar figure from Timothée's past has resurfaced: Lourdes Leon, Madonna's daughter and his first love, raising new questions about where this relationship is headed. Is it jealousy, coincidence, or the beginning of the end? Let's get into it. A relationship built on absence. From the outside, Kylie and Timothée couldn't be more different. Kylie Jenner is one of the most recognizable faces on the planet, raised inside a family that turns visibility into currency. Timothée Chalamet, on the other hand, has built his brand on artistic credibility, selective exposure, and an almost allergic reaction to oversharing. That contrast has always defined their dynamic. Timothée rarely acknowledges the relationship publicly. Kylie appears far more invested emotionally. And while that imbalance doesn't automatically spell disaster, it does create tension, especially when one partner prioritizes work, privacy, and distance, while the other craves reassurance and presence. Sources close to Kylie say she's been feeling overwhelmed, emotionally drained, and deeply stressed by ongoing breakup rumors. But what's reportedly causing the most discomfort isn't the speculation, it's Timothée's continued connection with someone from his past. The first love factor. Lourdes Leon isn't just another ex. She represents something far more complicated. She and Timothée dated during their teenage years while attending LaGuardia High School in New York, a performing arts incubator filled with future celebrities and, yes, plenty of famous last names. By Timothée's own admission, Lourdes was his first love. That alone makes her emotionally significant. The issue isn't that they dated years ago. It's that they've remained friendly ever since. They still keep in touch. They speak positively about one another in interviews. And when Timothée talks about that time in his life, there's a softness there, a nostalgia that doesn't go unnoticed. For Kylie, that's hard to ignore. Why this feels different for Kylie? This isn't about insecurity over some random girl. Lourdes Leon is Madonna's daughter, someone with her own cultural weight, artistic credibility, and quiet confidence. She's low-key, fashion-forward, creative, and uninterested in fame theatrics. In other words, she occupies the exact opposite lane of Kardashian-style celebrity. That contrast matters. According to people close to Kylie, she believes Lourdes still has feelings for Timothée. And worse, that she might be waiting in the wings now that his career has reached a new level. Timothée, for his part, has reportedly reassured Kylie that there's nothing to worry about. But reassurance only goes so far when actions don't match optics. Kylie and Timothée haven't been seen together publicly in months. Meanwhile, he's still carving out time for old connections. That silence creates space for doubt, and doubt grows quickly when there's history involved. Nepo royalty dating. Nepo royalty. One detail the internet hasn't missed is Timothée's very specific dating resume. Lourdes Leon, Lily Rose Depp, Kylie Jenner, all daughters of cultural powerhouses, all raised inside celebrity ecosystems, all connected to legacy, access, and influence. Some fans joke that Timothée collects Nepo babies like trading cards. Others argue that it makes sense. People gravitate toward what feels familiar, especially in Hollywood. Growing up adjacent to fame creates shared language, shared boundaries, and shared survival instincts. Still, the pattern fuels criticism. It challenges the self-made indie darling narrative many fans once believed. And it complicates Kylie's position, because Lourdes isn't just an ex, she's part of a recurring type. More than Madonna's daughter. To understand why this situation feels threatening, it helps to understand who Lourdes Leon actually is. Despite her famous lineage, Lourdes has consistently distanced herself from mainstream celebrity culture. She paid for college herself using money from a teen fashion line she co-created years earlier. She's built a modeling career quietly, walking major fashion shows and appearing in campaigns for high fashion brands. She's also stepped into music carefully, experimentally, without relying on her mother's name as a headline. Most importantly, Lourdes openly acknowledges her privilege without pretending it doesn't exist. She's spoken about wanting to earn opportunities rather than simply inherit them. That self-awareness has earned her respect in spaces where overt fame chasing is frowned upon. In short, she's low drama, high substance, and that combination can feel intimidating. Timothée's public behavior raises eyebrows. Back in 2017, Timothée was asked about Lourdes during an interview. His reaction was telling. He smiled. He became visibly giddy. He dodged questions with playful discomfort. When asked how long they dated, he shut the conversation down entirely. That kind of reaction doesn't prove lingering feelings, but it does show emotional significance. People don't light up like that over someone who meant nothing. Fast forward to today, and that history hasn't faded. It's simply been archived, not erased. Kylie's side of the struggle. Kylie Jenner has never been subtle about how she loves. She goes all in, emotionally, financially, mentally. When she commits with her whole chest. That intensity has made her an easy target over the years. Critics are quick to slap labels on her. Clingy, too attached, needs reassurance. But that framing ignores a crucial detail. Context matters. Being deeply invested in a relationship where the other person stays emotionally or publicly distant can quietly mess with anyone's confidence. You start replaying conversations. You read into silences. You wonder whether you're asking for too much or not enough. Now add an accomplished, elegant ex into the picture. Someone who shares history, nostalgia, and a version of your partner you'll never fully access. Suddenly, insecurity isn't irrational. It's almost expected. Some fans take a harder stance, arguing that if you're this worried about losing someone, they were never truly yours to begin with. Others offer more grace, pointing out that even the most self-assured people struggle when affection feels uneven. Kylie isn't just competing with another woman, she's competing with a memory, with a version of Timothée's past that feels authentic, formative, and uncomplicated. And that's a fight no present-day relationship ever really wins. Privacy versus visibility. One of the biggest fractures in this relationship isn't jealousy, it's lifestyle incompatibility. Timothée Chalamet values privacy like it's a scarce natural resource. Kylie Jenner lives in a world where visibility is oxygen. He avoids social media narratives like a plague. She exists inside them. He disappears into film sets for months at a time. She documents her life in real time. Neither approach is wrong, but together, they clash in ways that are impossible to ignore. Reports suggest Timothée has never been fully comfortable inside the Kardashian-Jenner media ecosystem. Even when he's physically present at family gatherings, he's virtually invisible online. Holidays come and go, photos flood Instagram, and Timothée is either a blur in the background or entirely absent. In celebrity culture, that kind of absence isn't accidental. It's intentional, and intentional silence tends to speak louder than any caption ever could. So, is Lourdes really a threat? There's no concrete evidence that Lourdes Leon is actively pursuing Timothée. She's busy building her own career, staying out of tabloids, and maintaining her signature low profile. But sometimes the threat isn't action, it's possibility. She represents a life Timothée once lived, a version of himself before fame became overwhelming, before relationships became public property, before every move required strategic calculation. That nostalgia can be powerful, a relationship at a crossroads. At its core, this situation isn't about cheating rumors or celebrity rivalry. It's about emotional alignment. Kylie wants security, presence, and visibility. Timothée wants focus, distance, and control. Lourdes represents history, ease, and emotional familiarity. That triangle doesn't need drama to create tension. It already has enough weight. Whether Kylie and Timothée survive this moment depends on something far more difficult than shutting down rumors. Honest alignment about what they want, how they love, and whether their worlds can truly coexist. Until then, all eyes remain on the quiet spaces between public appearances. Because in Hollywood, silence is rarely empty. So, what do you think? Was this relationship doomed from the start? Or is this just another Hollywood storm that'll blow over? Let me know your take in the comments below. And if you enjoyed deep dives into celebrity stories, the headlines don't really explain. Make sure you like and subscribe for more.